again. I really appreciate every one of us for being here at this time. Okay, please, I need our attention. Okay, let me quickly go over a little bit of what we've done so far. We've talked about the meaning and definition of music, what music is. I would say music is a combination of organized sounds that pleases the ear. Then, like I said, we have different definition of music, but I just wanted to pick just one for uniformity sake. Then we also talked about noise, which is the opposite of music. Please, can we get ourselves together? So I talked about noise, and I said noise is actually the opposite of music. We talks about combination of sound that does not please the ear. And then I said musical sounds are also known as tones. Now when we talk about tones, they are what we actually sing. Eh? Those la 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 musical sounds are called tones. Either we sing them or we play them on a musical instrument. Then I also talked about the types of music. We have vocal music. Did I teach you that? Okay, I didn't teach you about vocal music. Okay, the elements of music. Okay, I'll quickly chip this in. Types of music. There are three basic kinds of music. We have vocal music, vocal. When we say vocal, the use of our voice. The use of the voice is what we call vocal. When you open your mouth to sing songs, you sing hymns, you sing anthems, anything you use your mouth to sing, choruses, is vocal music. And vocal instrument. That is when you open your mouth to sing with an accompaniment of musical instrument, or even without an accompaniment of music. When you open your mouth and sing, Mary had a little lamb, that's vocal music. As long as I use my mouth to make such good sound, is what we call vocal music. Whether I have Whether I have a musical instrument backing me up, or I don't even have a musical instrument backing me up, it is called vocal music. Now the second one is called instrumental music. Instrumental music. Now when we say instrumental music, we're talking about music that only musical instruments are played. The use of musical instruments only. There is no single voice. So when we talk about instrumental music, we can see it in two ways. It could be the Western setting, it could be traditional setting. Do you understand? Now when we talk about the Western setting of instrumental music, is the combination of all this, like violins, piano, drum set, saxophone, guitar, all of them together playing at the same time, making good music. That is what we call instrumental music. No single voice is being played. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Okay, you have a question?
The instrumental music and the orchestra, are they the same?
Yes, an orchestra can be an instrumental music too. So far there is no voice singing. Now the orchestral music is also a kind of instrumental music. Now I'm still talking about the Western type now. Now if I say, that's why I said orchestral, and it could be a non-orchestral setting too. If we have just one person playing, like a person playing only violins, and somebody is just backing up with the keyboard, it's still instrumental music. Even if it's one person playing, even if there are 10, even if there are 100 people playing different in this set, all of them are violinists, this set violas, this set trumpeters, this set saxophonists, drummers, all of them put together, as long as there is no voice. but everybody is playing, and maybe there's somebody conducting them. That's what you call instrumental music. That's why I didn't go into whether it is orchestra or non-orchestra. So whether it is orchestral setting, the use of all the Western, those four groups playing at the same time, or even just a solo playing, a soloist playing, and even if it's just one single guitarist, someone that's playing guitar, just playing, and it's on its own, and you can understand what the person is doing, it's still instrumental music. Now, when we talk about our own traditional setting, for instance, when you have, let me use the Yoruba instrument, for instance. When we have all the drums, Yoruba southern part of Nigeria makes use of mostly drums, different kinds of drums. You have the bata, you have the omele, you have the samba, you have the agbamole. All of them, as long as somebody can control them, or even they have practiced, they don't even need, we, our own people, don't need conductor. They have practiced, they know which one is coming first, they know which one is coming next, and as long as they can play together and people understand what they are doing, it's also instrumental music, even if it's just drums. So far people can understand what they are doing, it's instrumental music. If you come to the Igbo land, all the instruments there, even if it's just a solo flautist, we have flute, native flute in Igbo land, that they, even if it's just that one person playing, it's an instrumental music as far as there is no voice in it. Come to the Hausa land, we have that long horn called kakaki. As long as you are blowing that in and there is no voice, just that alone is instrumental music. Okay, and the last one is dance music. Some people say, is there any music called dance music? Yes. Now, dance music is the combination of both the voice and instrumental with addition of costumes, use of costumes. Those people who do dance, for instance, the choreographers, those of them that dance, they must wear a particular kind of uniform. Yes, they must wear a particular kind of uniform to display the kind of dance they want to display. For instance, she gave an example of ballet. Dance music is the movement, that's the movement of the body according to rhythm of music. So it involves both the voice, instruments, and costumes. So dance itself is actually the movement of the body to rhythm of music. You must move your body to rhythm of music that is being played, but you must also wear costumes to show that you are trying to showcase a particular kind of dance. Excuse me. So, like ballet music, let me use ballet for instance. Those people wearing dancing ballet, they cannot start wearing short knickers and t-shirts. No, that's not the kind of dance that portrays ballet. They must put on their tutu, their long socks. The tutu is actually the complete dressing with their pointed shoes. So if they don't put on the complete, that means that kind of dance is not complete. So they must showcase the kind of dance they want, and the kind of music that will be playing will be very close or related to the kind of dance they want to perform. So for instance, those who want to dance bata dance, for instance, bata in Yoruba land, they will not wear tutu. They have a particular kind of dress they will put on. Maybe this adire, yes, ashoke or adire material. Every one of them must put on that same color. So all the ladies that will be dancing the bata dance will all be on the same. Maybe they might even put on a small scarf, buba, and the short one that will enable them to dance. The guys too, we put on something that is related. So any form of dance that somebody will be dancing must correspond with the kind of music, as in the costume must correspond with the music and the kind of dance idea that the person wants to portray. So that's about kinds of music. So the first one is vocal music, which includes hymns, choruses, anthems, very good, chorals, cantables, and all that. So while instrumental music is purely the use of instruments, and there are different kinds of instrumental music, like the Western music, we have suits, mm,
The corporate dress.
yes, although they will dress, all of them might be on the same dressing, to show the kind of yes, show the kind of music, or they will just discuss among themselves. Let us all put on this kind of dress, even though we are just doing instrumental music. They will all have to look corporate for that kind of performance. Okay, and the last one, like I said, is dance music. So let's continue. Now, what do we use music for? Music is used for different purposes. For entertainment. Thank you, man.
Relaxation.
For relaxation.
For burial.
For burial.
For wedding.
For wedding. Yes, even to educate your students in school, to make teaching more interesting. So music is actually used for so many purposes. And I asked one question: why do you, as a teacher, why do you need music? And I got beautiful responses from you all. Please, a round of applause for yourselves. You all made me glad. You all made me happy. Thank you very much. Okay, then we talked about the elements of music, and we said pitch, duration, intensity. I hope we all know the meaning of all that. Thank you. So good morning, ma'am. So let's go to the next thing. The next one we also talked about was stave, clef, and musical notes. We've done musical notes, right? Yes. So without wasting much time, I just want to move to the next thing we are supposed to have today. So today we're supposed to do great stave or staff. The great stave or staff. The great stave or staff. Are you sure we've not done this? The combination of both treble and bass stave.
Yeah.
We've done it. The combination and bass stave. The combination of treble and bass stave with middle stave. Okay. Okay. All right. So I thought we had done the great stave. So that's actually what we want to have today. Since we have done the treble stave and the bass stave, so today we're going to combine both of them. So before we start combining, let me just quickly go through what the treble stave is all about. Before the stave, we have to talk about the clef. The treble clef starts from the second line of the stave. Please, the stave has just 5 lines and 4 spaces. So the treble clef begins from the second line, which is below. Start counting from down. First line, second, third, fourth, fifth. So the second line is actually the one down, not the one up. So it begins from the second line, then goes up to the third line, comes down to the first, and then up outside the stave, and then out and then down. So the second line is actually G. So if we can count backwards, we count a line, a space, or wherever you start from. If you say space, this will be a line, space, line, or line, space, any one you start from. So since second line is on the stave, if we are on the space, if we are going to start counting from that line Going forward is the normal way to count, but backward, we count backward or we count forward. So if we say G is the second line, the second space will be A. In music we stop at G and start again from A. So second space will be A, third line will be B, space C, line D, space E, line F. Very good. I really appreciate that. Now coming backwards, because we started from second line, we're supposed to start from first line, just to know how to count backwards or forward. So if G is on second line, that means first space will be F. Then first line will be very, very good. Yes. Since we have been able to understand that, we now know that the first line of the treble stave is E. Second line G. Third line B, which is every good boy deserves favor or drinks Fanta, or whichever mnemonics you can use to remember. That's good. Then the space is face, F-A-C-E. Now for the bass stave. The bass stave actually begins from line 4. The line 4 is where we start from. Then we go up to line 5, and then down to second line. Then we have 2 dots on third and fourth spaces of the stave. So if we can start from line 4F, that space 4 will be what? G, and line 5 will be A. So we'll start doing backwards, which is F on that line 4. On line 4, so space 3 will be what? Coming backward.
E.
Yes, E. So
line
D space
C,
line
B,
space
A.
Good. Line
G.
That's good. Very good. Once we're able to count it, we are good to go straight on to the great stave or the grand staff. Grand staff, great staff, grand stave. Stave and staff means the same thing. So I can interchange it and call it staff or stave. It's still the same thing. So it's actually called great stave or great staff. Or you say grand staff or grand stave. So it is either great or grand. Great or grand. So stave or staff, just pick anyone. Great stave, grand stave, or great staff, grand staff. So the great or grand stave or staff is the combination of both treble and bass staves or bass staffs, anyone you want to call it. The great stave or the grand stave or the great staff is the combination of both the treble and bass stave. The great stave is a combination of both the treble and the bass stave. So combination or joining together means the same thing. So we say when you join the treble stave and the bass stave together to become one stave, it is called the great stave or the great staff. Now it has 11 lines. Somebody will ask me, but you just said now that a stave has 5 lines and 4 spaces. But if treble stave has 5 lines and 4 spaces, and the other one too has 5 lines and 4 spaces, why is it now 11 now? Okay, at the middle we have what we call the middle C. The middle C. The middle C brings both of them together at the middle, the both stave. So the treble stave will be the one up.
Middle C.
Yeah, middle C.
C.
C. C for cat. Yes. So C for cup, C for cat. So the middle letter C is joining both staves together. Now the treble stave will be the one up, while the bass stave will be down. The treble stave will be up, while the bass stave will be down. So at the middle is the middle C, and that middle C is a very short line, a very short line that combines both staves together. Is at the middle of the treble and the bass stave. Do we understand, Mass? Do you understand, Mass?
Combines.
Yes. Now, what am I trying to say? We have something at the middle that is holding both staves together. One is up, the other is down. So one stave is up, the other stave is down. But at the middle, we have something holding both of them together at the middle. A very short line like this called the middle C. If you remove that middle C, the stave will no longer be great stave. It will just be treble stave or bass stave. So it's actually that middle C that does, yes, that does the wonders of calling it a great stave. Now, whether you see it there or you didn't see it there, it is there, invisible. It is there. So, do we understand? But for starters, for us now that we're trying to learn, I'm still going to make it visible for us to those learning pianos and to work, who plays musical instrument. The pianos make use of these two combined together. So other people too, other instruments can, those ones that belong to them. Like if they are violinists that want to use the great stave now, they will only use the treble stave part and the top one, maybe for violin 1, then violin 2 will use the lower one. But when you give a full great stave to a pianist, he's supposed to play everything inside there. That's for a full pianist. Use both staves. The left hand will be playing the bass, the treble stave, the 4 combined for a pianist. But if it is not a pianist that wants to use that, maybe a saxophonist, it depends on the part the saxophonist wants to play. If it is the soprano part, we only pick the soprano part. If it's the alto, if it's only tenor, or if it's even the bass saxophone, we only pick that. So the guitars can even try to combine 3, but cannot combine 4. Only keyboards. And that's what we call keyboard or piano the father of musical instruments, because it can combine all and play everything at the same time. So you as a pianist or someone that wants to play the piano, you can do without any instrument, any other instrument. But all other instruments cannot do without piano. Even the drum, when the drummer is drumming and there is no piano sound, everywhere will still look somehow, you still feel that vacuum. But when the piano comes and a drum, everywhere will change. So all instruments cannot do without the piano, but pianos can play without any other musical instrument. Even if there's no drum, pianos can still work. Someone can even improvise the drum aspect on the piano. So that is that about that. Okay, so like I said, the top part of the great stave is for soprano and alto, while the lower part, which is the bass, is for tenor and bass. And that middle C, please do not forget that middle C. That is why it is actually called the great stave. If not, if you remove middle C from there, this one is treble stave, the other one is bass stave. When you combine it, it's called great or grand stave. At the left side, there is what we call a bracket there. Sometimes it could be visible, sometimes it could not be visible, but it is also there. It is there. So let me just have the drawing of the soprano and alto is for treble stave. Soprano and alto. So for bass is tenor and bass. I'm trying to work this board so that you can see what I'm actually doing. So here,
Tenor is bass, soprano is alto is too.
so like I said, it is the combination of treble. So if you want to start drawing, you start with the 5 lines first. This our marker is not okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we now draw the lower one for the bass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can we see it?
Yes, ma'am.
Now you close it at the left side from up to down like this. Is it clear?
Yes.
It's not clear to me. Now the treble stave is the one up here.
I start from the second line.
Yes, second line here.
G clef.
Yes. Can we see it now? Here you have to close it from the top to the bottom with a double bar line. Do you know what a double bar line is? No, that's the bar line. Double bar line. It's used to show the end of a piece or a section. So that end must be two lines. So the first letter on the treble stave, bass stave, starting from down actually, is G, right? This is the right thing.
Sorry. You said that the upward starts from the second line, which is the G clef.
Yes, second line. This is fourth line.
It's starting from the
Fourth line,
The
yes.
lower one starts from the fourth.
Fourth line, yes, ma'am. Okay. So now, if you remember, starting from down, G is bass. Good. It's not right here at all.
Let me if I can get any of that. Two dots. Are the two dots part of it?
Yes, ma'am. The two dots are part of it.
5 times 9.
Let me see if I can manage this one to write. Because it's not really showing. So if we remember, the first line of our bass stave is G. After G, yes, for bass stave. Good boy deserves favor always. Can you still remember? So after G is A, then B, C, D, E, F, G. Then A for the last line, number 5. Now we're going to stamp the space up to B, and then that short line I was telling you about. Can we see the short line? This is called the middle C. Can you see it?
Okay.
Can we see it now?
Yes, ma'am.
G line A, B, C, D, E, F, G space. Go, start again. A line B, the short line C, space D, line every. Do you get it now? Do you get it? You don't get it. Okay. I hope you know your lines and spaces of the treble stave. It's the same thing for the bass. Just go back and check what you did on the bass stave. What's the first line of the bass stave called? G. So, good boy deserves favor always. For the lines. For the spaces. All cows eat grass. What you already know before. We're just starting all over again to repeat. The only addition we did was the B up and then the middle C and then D below the treble stave. All other letters are what you know before. So E, every, first space F, second line
E. G, sorry. G.
The second line of the treble stave is what?
Is G.
It's still repeating itself then. So A space, which is F, A space, then line B, space C, line D, space E, line F. Pick it up. Every good boy deserves favor. FACE. It's the same thing you already know. We're just repeating it, combining both of them to show that this is what we call a great stave or a grand staff. Now, the idea of this is for you to know your lines and spaces very well, whether they are separate or whether they are combined. Now, if you know that the first line of the treble of the bass stave is G, you should know that the first space will be A. After G in music comes A. After G comes A. So G, then A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. The only difference is the space outside. And it is possible because we combine both of them together. So B is the space, middle C line. Can you see they are short detached lines? So they are not part of the stave. That is why we did not draw it as a full line. They are short lines. So you can also derive other short lines under or above. Do you understand? So when you are deriving those lines, you don't draw it as the main. This is the main house. Just like we are here, this is the main house. If I want to create an extension, it can never be like this place. It's just maybe something just short for me to stay outside. After some time, I go in. Now, for an instance, the extension I can create outside there can be a roof. That does not make just a very small roof that would be above this door. Maybe just to prevent rain from coming inside. Does that mean that I can stay at that extension and sleep there? No. In the night, I can't stay there. I need to just come back inside my room and sleep. So all these short lines are called extension lines. One called ledger line. But middle C is still middle C. Middle C is middle C. All other ones that are outside or up or down are just ledger lines. Yes.
That's middle C line. Can it also be called the great stave?
The great stave. It's still all these are part of the great stave. It's actually this middle C that makes the combination possible. So if I remove this one now, that means I'm not going to combine. It will be treble stave on your own, bass stave on your own. Do we get it now? Any other question? Okay. Now, can I ask you some questions? What is the third line of the bass stave called? Third line of the bass stave, D. Thank you, ma'am. Let's clap by everyone. Okay. What is the first space above the bass stave called? First space above the bass B. Thank you. Clap, everyone. I would like to appreciate you guys. I said, let's clap. Let's just behave like how we do our children in the school. All right. Okay. What is the first space below the treble stave? What is the first space? First space below the treble stave. Please, can someone else speak? I want others. D. Who I know you spoke D too. Good. D. Let's clap them, please. Very good. Please, if you have spoken, please don't speak again. Please, if you have spoken, don't speak again. Let me also carry others along. Okay. Now, it might be a little bit tricky, but I want you to look out for it yourself. What is the first ledger line below the treble stave? Yes, Miss Vivian at the back. Miss Vivian, not you, ma'am. Miss Vivian, what is the first ledger line below? It's on the board now. I know you are tired. I can understand. But at the same time, I also want you to learn. The first ledger line below the treble stave. First ledger line. Is not part of the stave, but is the first one below the treble stave. Is there? Please, I said Mrs. Vivian.
That's why we said she should come to the front.
Auntie Vivian, oh yeah,
Bonus.
bonus.
Mrs. Vivian, what's the answer, man?
He said the first letter.
Yes, below the treble stave. It's there now. Ledger, what's ledger line? Okay, who can explain what ledger lines are? Okay, ma'am.
Ledger lines are the short lines.
Yes, they are short lines that don't actually belong to the stave. They are there to extend, like I called extension of stave. An extension is a place that you might not stay forever. But the main place, I use this place. What if this is your house? Now, the rains are disturbing. Maybe rain, whenever it rains, it comes into this place. You might decide to create an extension. And what can that extension be? Maybe just a small roof outside to prevent the rain from coming in. Thank you. To prevent the rain from coming. Even sometimes when it might be sunny, you can decide to sit at that extension just to enjoy the shade. But do you remain there permanently forever? No. When it is night, you also want to come back into the house and enjoy your night rest. So that's what extensions do. They just create that platform where you can perform something at that particular point, and then you go back to the normal place where you are. So, ma, with what I've just said now, can you show me that extension here? Which of these are extension lines? Extension line. Okay, ma. The C. The C is the extension. Actually, in this case, I'm not supposed to call it a ledger line. But when I separate the stave, it becomes a ledger line. But I use that word ledger line to make you, because if I say middle C, you will know that it's middle C I'm talking about. So I just want to escape the word middle, not to give you a clue. I just said, what is that extension? The extension is actually the middle C here. But if I separate the stave, don't call it middle C again. No. Please, once I draw only treble stave and I put one extension line like this and I write C, it is no longer middle C, it is just C. You understand? But once it is combined like this as base stave, this is called middle C. Do you get the difference now? Any question again?
Okay, just explain this last sentence.
Okay. Now I said that it is because the staves are combined together. That is why this C here is called middle C. But if I decide to separate the staves, I just clean all these bass. There's no bass stave here. Only the treble stave. And I must clean this and turn it to what? Treble stave. If I ask you what this C is, just tell me C on the ledger line, not middle C. Because it is not joining. You know, it is called middle C because it is actually at the middle of both staves, bringing them together. But when I say go on your separate ways, bye bye, bass stave, it's no longer middle C. It is still C because when you want to count it, the C must still appear, but it will not be regarded as a middle C
Because it's not the great.
because it is not joining anything together. But it's actually a C, but not middle. So do we get that do you understand that statement now? So Mrs. Vivian, did you get it now? Thank you. All right. Now, when you are counting on the staves, please. Here is 1, and not here, please. When you want to go upstairs, you start from downstairs. So if I say F on the line, you don't tell me this one. Actually, this is space, and this is non-line. So if I say draw F on the line, maybe using a semi-brief. I hope you know what semi-briefs are now. That oval shaped line. If I say draw F on the space, I do not expect you to draw this F here. It's wrong. It's wrong. This is number 1. This is line. My question is F on the space. If you give me this F, wrong. If you give me this F, correct. They are both F's, but one is on the space, one is on the line. So you need to understand your lines and spaces and which letter is supposed to be on the line and which letter is supposed to be on the space. Do we understand? Please, do you understand, Mrs. Vivian? Do you understand? The F now?
Yes.
Yes. Now, look at this. This is line. Space. If I say use a semi-brief to indicate F on the space, if you draw it here, I will give you 0. Because number 1, this is on the line and not space. Even though it is an F, but the F is not on the space. I need the F on the space, and this is F on the space. Do we understand? If I say A on the line, this is A, but this A is not on the line. I must look for A on the line by counting 8 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, space 7, which is G. After G comes A. So that is A on the line. On the treble stave. I'm talking about treble stave now, and not bass stave. Do we understand? So we must know our lines and spaces very well. This is another ledger line. First ledger line above the treble stave.
So
Madam Vivian, please don't sleep there. God will help you. Yes,
So
ma'am.
while counting, maybe we are looking for A on the line, or sorry, B.
Yes.
B
It will be okay if you say B on the space. It will be the one up.
Can we still use ledger line?
Yes, you have to use the ledger line here. You will draw the ledger line, then you write B.
B. Okay.
It's to tell you that there is something here before here. So, do we get it now?
Now,
Yes.
that's A on the line.
A on the line,
Then
yes.
once you go up, I think last time you said you can come down.
Yes, you can also come down, but here will be a lot better because if we start from here, E,
There's no space.
1, 2, 3, E, it will be around this side. You may not draw the base clef, but you'll be having how many? You'll be having 2 ledger lines. You have 2 ledger lines, but here is just 1. So it depends if you want to do it whether up or down. So far it is on the line. You are correct.
So now if you are saying draw C, can I go ahead or
Whether up or whether down, it depends on what I asked you to look for. If it is C on the space, you don't need to go up again. C on the space is already here. If you see on the line, this is C on the line. So it depends on the question being asked, whether it is on the line or on the space. Do you understand? Yes, whether it is on the bass stave or on the treble stave, depending on whichever I ask. So do we understand so far?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma, do you understand? Please, everyone, do we understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma, do you understand? You do. Okay, but Avivia, do you understand now?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
ma.
So we are saying something about either it to one hour to one level.
Okay, now we should know that if you are looking for the same thing, for instance, C, it's either you count 8 from down to up or 8 from up to down.
It must be 8.
It must be 8. That is if it's the same letter. Now, for instance, you don't know where to get A from here now, and I say A. Okay, let's start from C. If I say, and you don't even know about this before. If I say, give me C on the line, and you come and say, C, is there another C again? Okay, let me see if I can get. Now you also check. This one is getting towards the end of the line. Do I do up or do down? If you are not too sure, you can either do the two. So which one befits you, but it must be 8 from where you start from. So if I decide to do C, now I want to get C on the line, and I say, oh, I'm confused, let me start from here and go up. I will say here will be 1. Wherever you are starting, 1, line 2, space 3, line 4, space 5, first line 6, which is G6, B7, 8. That is C. 2 ledger lines above. Now I say, okay, I've got this one. Let me check downwards if I can still get another one. From here, since I'm counting backwards, I will not say 1 again. I will say 8. I'll count backwards.
Okay,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I look at this. This is just 1 ledger line, and this is 2 ledger lines away. Logically, it's better to pick the one that gives you less stress. So the down one is more preferable than the up one. So if you are going from down up, just count 1 to 8. If you are looking from up going down, from 8 to 1, it's still 8. It's still 8. Even if you want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe you don't know how to count very well. I'm not saying we cannot count, but maybe because we are in a hurry, we just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're still going to come back to the same 8. So just make sure it is 8 you are counting. So far, it is the same letter you are looking for. But if it's not the same letter, you can't do that. Now, maybe I say from G on the second line, count 3 letters away from this. You should know that I'm asking you to start from G. 1, 2, 3. B is what I'm looking for. So you cannot count 8 for that one. 3 letters away from G. You must know that that's your G will be 1. Don't say 3 letters away. Okay, A, B, C, round. Yes. In music, you must start from where you are standing at. That is your 1.
Okay.
Don't say 3 letters away. Okay, 3 letters away. Now A, B, C, no. No. It's very wrong. You don't count like that in music. In music, where you are standing will be your 1. If you remember when I taught you the keyboard, when I taught you about octaves, I'll say C to C1. From that where you stop, you start that place as 1 to the next one. So when you stop, that place where you stop will be counted as the new one to the next one. That's how we count in music. We count octaves and all that. So 3 letters away is G-A-B. B is the answer, not C. So that is how we do it in music. Any other question, Mars? I was thinking if we can begin a little bit of composition, music composition, as in creating our own kind of music. I just thought of that today. Although we don't have everything it takes, but at least we can start from something very simple. Are you with me? It's difficult to compose, but it is also not difficult. Number one, if you have what you want to compose, what you want to sing about, it wouldn't be very difficult to get the what do I call it in as in the music to use for it. But if you don't even know what you want to sing about, and you don't even have that, one is even very more that's more difficult than someone who has an idea of what he or she wants to compose. Now, we as teachers, like I said, music makes our work more interesting to the children. They feel free, they feel more relaxed where you teach and add some kind of music to it. Now, for instance, you want to teach, for instance, mathematics. As a mathematics teacher, and you have children in maybe year 1, and it's somewhat difficult to you. Let's think about one topic in math, because we have so many topics in math. Can we think of one topic in mathematics? Okay, let's say addition. Okay, let's say addition of numbers. When you add 1 plus 1, it gives you 2, something like that. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. I just brought up that one just now, just to make the class interesting. You know, when you have 2 oranges and you give 1 to Sam, you give 1 to Tom, how many do you have? Nothing. You get that? Just try to improvise, bring up something that will, by the time they hear it, and you keep singing it for them. When you give 1 to Tom, you give 1 to the other. They say, please ma, put my name there. Okay, when you give 1 to Ade, you give the other one to whatever. How many do you have? They will all shout, nothing. You see, that will make the class interesting. So it is not only in music class that you can do this. You can do it in any subject, including English, maths, sciences, any subject whatsoever. You can just bring one particular part, maybe even the definition. For instance, let's say, let's give one definition to, okay, let's say a noun. A noun is a name of any person, animal, place, or thing. That is even a very good one. A noun is a name of any person, animal, place, or thing. A noun is a name of any person, animal, place, or thing. Just something simple. By the time you keep repeating it, when you ask them tomorrow, what's it? A noun is a name of any person, animal, place, or thing. Like, I use that a lot when I teach children definition of something. Even if they are forgotten in the exam, I'll start hearing it. They start writing the answer because they remember the tune of what I'm trying to. Even if they are forgotten, when I start hearing, okay, you don't even need to say anything. They know what you are talking about. You start writing it. So we can use music a lot in any subject we want to teach the children. So can we start with something? I started with noun. I said a noun is a name of any person, animal, place, or thing. I said a noun is a name of any person, animal, place, or thing. So do re mi re do, so mi fa re do, and that's all. So do, re do, so mi fa re do. Can we sing that, everybody? So do, re mi do, so mi fa re do. Now let's fix the word. A noun is the name of any person, animal, place, or thing. As simple as that. When you keep singing it for them, singing it to them, they cannot forget. They cannot. I just brought that now, just because I never even thought about English or any. I only faced my own, and all the definitions. I have songs for all the classes, especially for the little ones. It is even more enjoyable when you are teaching the little ones and you put it in song. They will not forget it. They cannot forget. For the senior ones, you can just maybe chip in a little song just to make them happy and all that. So let me give you one assignment now. Can we try it? Look for any definition of any subject you would like to teach your children. Let's do it now and produce a tune for it. Now, look for any subject you want to teach. Pick one definition or something you wish you can teach that will make it stick fast, just within 5 minutes. And let's try. Okay, months of the year. That one, people know that one now. I want something new, something from you. Originality is the key. You know, this one I just did nice from me. Although the lyrics, the words are not mine. The definition is there already. But the song is mine. The sound is mine. Yes,
So
ma'am.
let me try this now.
Okay, ma'am.
Maybe singular and plural.
Okay.
Alimi is a boy. Deborah is a girl.
Singular, and plural.
That's
No,
what
single.
No,
Yes, that's
what
word and opposite. Sorry.
that's what an opposite.
Yes,
Deborah is a girl. Alimi is
it's a boy. But that's not song.
I just
You need to
want-
put it in sound.
Okay,
Yes.
sound, okay.
Yes.
Let me come
Okay.
in.
Okay. Now when we say singular.
Yeah, I have one.
Okay.
You can use my vitamin C. My vitamin C. My vitamin C. Orange is my vitamin C.
Beautiful.
It's good for the boy. Good for the boy. Orange is my vitamin C.
Wow, let's give my very good clap. That's good. That's good. Very good. I hope it's original from
Yes,
you.
ma'am. Yes.
Wow, that's good. Please, my vitamin. Let me give you the tongue suffer for that. So do me. So do me. So mi fa mi re. Do mi. Do me. So mi fa re do. Re do. So you can even just write it down. Do me. So do me. These our markers are not functioning very well. So do me. So do me. So mi fa mi re. Do mi do mi. So mi fa re do. Please, you need to keep this. Please, ma, you need to keep this. This is very good. You need it. Please keep it very well. And write your name on it. That's yours.
Produced by.
Yes, it is for you. Composed by you.
I sing it, I'm not.
Please, no other person is permitted to use that. It is strictly for us. In music,
Copyright.
yes, in music, if you collect that from her, it's stealing. It's stealing, really.
What did you say? My vitamin C. My vitamin C. Orange is my vitamin C.
Mi re.
It's good for the boy.
Okay, do mi do, so do mi do.
Orange is my vitamin C.
Okay, so mi fa mi re do. You have to sing. I have to write the tonic suffer for you, so don't forget. All right. Thank you very much. Can any other person try?
No.
Okay, ma. Mrs. Vivian. Ma?
I'm still thinking.
Okay, you're still thinking. Okay. Can I give us a
I have to learn.
You have to learn.
Yes.
Okay.
Sweet honey, honey from bee. Good for food, good to eat, honey from bee.
Wow, ma. You're a very good composer. And you never knew you could compose.
Composer.
Compose poem and sell to schools.
Wow. No wonder it's too fast. You're actually too fast. Really?
Yeah, fast you.
Really. Let me tell you, see, there are some people that have this as a natural gift.
Yes.
But for those of us that don't have this as natural gift, we need to develop it. So if we cannot get it today, please don't get discouraged though. No. Some people's own are fast, like she's very fast. While some people, it takes some time. You need to think, and sometimes you need to listen to other people's songs too. You are permitted to take a little, but not all. If you take all, that's stealing.
That's killing.
So you are permitted to take motifs. Motifs are ideas. Just maybe like two, like do, mi. Now from that, develop your own. But don't take the mi, that's not good enough. So if we cannot do it now, I'll give us as an assignment. Write what we want to think about. Let's start from there. So from there, you start saying that you start developing as writing songs. You can even start selling them. Really, I mean it. You can start making them and selling them to schools. People are tired of this same kind of poems and songs. We are tired of it. We want new ones. Innovation. So, I think that's what we're going to stop for our theory class. Please let's clap ourselves. I really enjoyed this class. Very good. Can we have practical on piano? Can we still remember?
A bit.
A little bit. And you can also meet her to give you some ideas. You can just, since she's someone that has this already, you can also meet her to just give you some ideas. But not or just from there you can pick one or two from there. Okay. Piano. Mr. Lighton did not give you. I don't know how we're going to have this. Okay, since I can't find power for this keyboard, I don't know how we're going to make this possible. There is no battery, and the other I saw him with that adapter, but I don't know where he left. Maybe he thought he had given it to me. Mr. Lighton, please can I have the adapter for the keyboard? I don't know if it's the same. Let me see if this one works.
Yes, ma'am.
This will work. It's not so much.
There is an extension at the back of the board. Jesus, someone. But it got light. Maybe it's not compatible.
hope I've not destroyed this. Hey, I hope I've not spoiled it.
It's smelling.
I think the fault is from the oil.
It's not light though.
Yeah, adapter for the
I'll
piano.
ask downstairs. They are checking something.
Adapter for the piano.
They call you.
Oh, God. There, they are just swapping the water shot.
It's a light though.
The piano.
Laptop. Okay, let's continue without the.
Okay.
Okay, let's go again. We have black keys in group of twos and threes, twos and threes, twos and threes. So the white keys are natural and all that. I think we still remember those ones, right? We still remember mass. Do we still remember? Okay. On your C, right hand 1, 2, 3. Is that the adapter?
I'm not sure. This is not
Tried it.
I tried it though, and it even made a loud bang.
This is the adapter. I will come with the power bank.
Okay.
How is that for
So we go 1, right hand, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like the song she composed. Do mi 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 do. Can you sing that song again?
my vitamin C?
Okay.
Vitamin C.
So do mi. So do mi. So mi fa mi re. Do mi do mi do. That's why it's good to notate, to record it and write it down so that you don't mix it up or you don't miss the sounds again. I actually need to record it. Mark, can you come over with something so that you sing it? I will record it down for you. I'll write it in toilet software. Your book, ma. Your book, yes, ma.
After finishing, washing your hands.
Sorry, ma.
So you have to sing while I help you notate it, ma. Okay, can we go now? Can you sing now?
Should I record?
No, sing.
My vitamin C.
So do. Okay.
Orange is my vitamin C.
So me, fa me, re.
It's good for the body.
Me, do, me, do. So, do, me, fa, me, re, do. So, do, me, do, me, do. So, do, so, So, okay. This one. So, do, mi, fa, mi, re, do. Okay. She's not coming on my keyboard. Oh, that's no. That's how no sound, it just came on, no sound. Somebody clean it. It's coming on now. It's only someone that knows about keyboard. But I don't even know if they can repair this type.
Repair, since this one they can repair. Just the same. Unless I can
You cannot repair it.
do you get
It's not okay, so I've done the notation.
So this is that great staff?
Or grand staff.
Okay, I thought it's great staff.
Anyone, great staff, grand staff, or grand staff. Same thing. Okay, without wasting time, let's continue. Hold on. It's coming on, but it's not, there's no sound. It's on, but it's not working. Okay, can we try each one of us? Since this is the only place we can do this.
Can you check the volume?
I'll check the volume, it's not working. No sound. Should we cancel the practical?
Maybe we postpone.
See when this is okay. Okay. Let's call Mr. Michael to end the live session.
Sometimes when they are doing very, you don't want to come yourself.
Okay, let me tell him to put up to end the session. See you next time.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
She don't, yeah, but
This Kalisha, maybe you said that you said that much you pay their money and do
Thank you.
This is